Hi, this is Ryan Vaz, and welcome to this podcast of Start Young and Dream Big. Along with PBN BHARAT, we started this initiative to encourage student entrepreneurs in Goa. Students who, while studying, have also started their own business. Today, we have a very interesting personality. This gentleman, Uzaif, is not just another social media manager. He is a performance architect who treats advertising like a high-stakes investment portfolio. A BBA student from St. Xavier's College, Uzaif has spent his last three and a half years at the helm of Clyro Media, where he has managed more than 10 lakhs in ad spends with surgical precision. His nomination by Meta as one of the most efficient ad spend optimizers marks him as a rare breed of young entrepreneurs, one who prioritizes return on ad spend over vanity metrics like likes and follows. For Uzaif, digital marketing isn't about being loud; it's about being profitable. Welcome, Uzaif, to this show.
Thanks for having me.
Uzaif, one of the things that stands out is the fact that you've been able to be nominated by Meta. Can you tell us what is your strategy that has brought you to be at this level, and how have you reached to this stage?
Okay, if I give you a backstory right to this, I have been doing. I didn't start with any course. I didn't start by learning any course.
Okay.
I've been doing real sales and real marketing. What do I mean by that? I started by selling ghee. Okay, ghee.
By selling ghee.
Desi ghee.
Desi ghee.
So I went to one of my native place, right?
Okay.
From there I understood that it's of 300 rupees. So apparently we had extra, the first part of the ghee that is there, maska, which is
Yes,
called,
yes.
right? The pre-ghee stage.
Hmm.
So we had half kilos in my house. I
Okay.
went to one of the foreigner aunties that stays nearby, and I asked her, I have this product, will you pay 500 for this? She said yes. She paid me my 500, and I was like, okay, this works. So let's start this. So from there, I started selling ghee. Then I started selling, you call mirchi, if you know. You mix masala with the red chili powder.
Chili powder, yes.
And then you sell it. So I sold that also. I sold that to my physics teacher.
Okay.
And then after that,
And when was this?
This was in 2023 May.
When you were studying, when you were
I was in my 12th.
in your 12th, huh?
I've completed my 12th.
Okay.
But even before that, I sold Valentine's cards.
Oh, I see.
Okay?
I see.
I gave the girls in my class, I gave them chocolate,
Okay.
right? And then with one chocolate, they made 10 to 12 cards, and I sold one card for 50 rupees.
Okay. So they made the cards and you sold them.
Yeah.
Okay,
They were happy with the chocolate.
Interesting.
Okay. So that was the story. So what I believe is, for me, what has worked, that is this things, like the small understanding of the consumer or small understanding of the market.
Very
right?
good.
Which somewhat relates you to what people will actually buy or what people need.
Excellent. So you started at a very young age by selling, by making Valentine cards, and you're selling ghee and all that. What do you think gave you the kida to start, and ideas like this? Because it's not common in youngsters.
Okay, so I would give this credit to Instagram and YouTube,
Okay.
because people say social media is bad, but for me it's somewhat good. Number one thing was, I saw Mark Cuban's video. He's
Okay.
very big, like the entrepreneur, right?
Mm.
So he told in that video that when he was 5, he used to sell garbage bags, knock on the door, and so I just wanted to do that. I saw that video when I was 16,
Okay.
right? That was one thing. But second major thing was Shark Tank. So
Okay.
Shark Tank was motivating me and like major people with the numbers. Right, we make 1 crore in sales, we make 10 crore in sales in this 3 months. So that was very big, and I was like, if you guys are doing, you are just humans like me. So
Right.
let's give it a shot.
Right. That's the right attitude.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in that way we started. Like
Sometimes we tend to think, no, these people are so great, so big, they have this opportunity, this opportunities. You looked at them as just another human being like me.
Yeah.
That is a huge perception shift that a lot of people need to have, because they think that, अरे उनके पास ये है, उनके पास वो है, because they are born in rich country. And I think these are all excuses that people do to block themselves. Tell me about yourself. What makes Uzaif Uzaif?
That's a deep question. Overthinking makes Uzaif.
Is it?
Yes, overthinking.
Tell us more.
So, okay, let me be clear. For me to stop overthinking, I have to work on that thing that I was thinking about.
Very good.
Right? Because I'm a very big overthinker, and at every stage I need confidence.
Okay.
Okay. What do I mean by this is I'm a very good self-sabotaging guy. Right? I have two sides.
Aren't we all? All of us are like that. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, but so I tend to make myself feel lower every time.
Okay.
I'm myself my own enemy. For me to cover that, I need confidence, and for confidence, I need to do something or the other thing.
Very good.
So
excellent.
That's me.
I think the biggest thing that you have on your side is the fact that you realize this. A lot of people get brilliant ideas, and I've met a number of them. They come to me with lots of amazing ideas, and it just remains as an idea, churning over there in their mind only. Does not move beyond that. The only step that they have probably taken is to ask me, and then when I give solutions, then they will start meditating on those those solutions, but never take a step of action ahead. So very good. The very fact that you realize this is a big step in the right direction. Tell us about your parents, your family.
So my family is like the core that we stay is my father, mother, and my younger brother.
Okay.
So my father he works in the hotel industry.
Okay.
My mother is a teacher.
Okay.
And my brother is in 9th standard.
Okay. And which hotel does your father work?
He works in Neelam the Grand in Kalangut.
Kalangut. Okay. And your mom?
Teaches? My mom teaches in Mangirish Vidyalaya English High School. It's in Arabo, Perne.
Yeah. Okay.
So she's a computer teacher over there.
Okay. So no business background.
No business background. That's
so you're the first entrepreneur.
This is the first gen entrepreneur. But I would say one thing. My grandfather's side and my mother's side, they had businesses.
What kind of businesses?
So my grandfather he had trucks. Right? Okay. And then he had this wedding clothes.
Okay.
But at a lower level.
Okay.
So all that very small items. So he had that.
Okay.
And my mother's side, they had his pan business, if you know.
Pan business. Okay.
So they were from Maharashtra, right? Okay. So that's a core over there. Maharashtra's pan, supari.
Right.
They used to sell that.
Okay.
All of that.
Now, so you've been getting inspiration, I think, from the social media that you've been looking at, and your grandparents and all. Were you staying with them to get inspiration from them?
Yeah, just one story for this. When I was in 6th standard with my grandmother, Nani, so I went to Pernam.
Okay.
We sold pan over there. Chaturthi time people buy pans.
Yeah.
So we made 10,000 rupees in cash.
Wow.
So I was like, just one day we made 10,000 rupees. It was 6,000. Sorry, 4. I don't remember, but 4,000-5,000 rupees was the cost that we put in for the kandi, we call it. One bucket.
Yeah.
So we made 10,000 in cash. It was 50, 100 rupees. It was this much money. So for 600 guy, it's like something is there apart from regular thing that we do.
Okay.
Might be for me.
So I think somewhere or the other you've got that kida in you.
Shayad, yeah.
You know, a lot of people. I've met a lot of social media guys. You know, and all of them talk about likes and follows, and we'll do this many this many posts, and we'll do this many posts, but nobody talks about results. How did you shift from looking at what conventional people do to generating results?
This takes me back to my first client. Okay, the official client.
Okay.
I made 2 packages for them.
Okay.
Which was I didn't know the pricing, so I made 2,000 rupees one package and 3,500 rupees the another package. Okay. So what I told them was, we'll shoot 4 videos for you. Okay, this is what I've heard. I will shoot 4 videos for you and 4 posts for you. We did that. Okay. They worked with us for 2 months. Right, but then the 3rd month they didn't come.
Okay.
So I understood that if you are not making money out of me, then why will you pay me?
Very good.
Unless and until you have another motive for social media presence, right? Then you'll pay me some amount, right? So that is where I started understanding that there is something else also to this, right? How do I get sales? Now, will I sit and call all people, or will I will I create content that will get engagement, get proper engagement? That is where I discovered Facebook ads.
Okay.
Right. So that's where I learned from YouTube when I was looking, and then I started implementing. So eventually I learned about it.
So there was no formal training. It's all
no formal.
All through YouTube and.
It's YouTube. It's working with clients. Losing some clients' money also.
Oh, is
And
it?
then,
Is
yeah.
it?
So understanding, and then even they were they were in the initial phases.
Right.
They also understood that. Then we stopped working.
Your best client? Who was your best client?
Working with them also currently. It's Finergy, if you know.
No, I don't. But carry on. Tell us about
Yeah.
him.
So this client was, he was like this inspiration.
Okay.
So apparently he's twice my age, but
Okay.
he taught me a lot
I see.
about life and about work.
Okay.
He told me very minute things that which people don't share, about how do you study, about how you learn.
Right.
Right. So I was quite inspired from him. His name is Sachin Kaskar.
Okay. Wow.
If he's watching this, then he'll be like,
Please give him a
inspiration
shout
for
out. Thank you. Shout out to him.
thank you, Mr. Sachin sir. Thanks for the knowledge that you have given.
Yeah, so because people like these are, I mean, I've also had a mentor, and people like these are the ones who make a difference to us. We could have all, you could have probably learned whatever you're learning on your own and would have taken time. But because of people like Sachin, you'll probably be able to quicken it. So
Correct.
Sachin was not just a client, he was more as a mentor as well.
Exactly.
Okay. What are the products and what are the strategies that you take to take a company out?
So basic strategy is understanding what a founder has in its own mind, founder or the marketing head, right? So we tackle onto that. Now, for example, if you have this camera selling equipment, right, then you need photographers, you need videographers, you need agencies, you need to
Right.
contact them. Now let's see what this founder says. This is my core. Then we try to target according to the founder.
Okay.
Okay, and if the KPIs are met, what do I mean by KPI? If he says that I'm giving you 1 lakh rupees in ad spend and I need 10 purchases, but there are only 2 purchases, now there is something wrong. Right, then we try to, number one, change the message that we were trying to deliver, or we see if the product was actually on, like the price of the product, is it actually worth it? So basic research. What happens is first 2-3 months, right, it takes time to adjust.
Okay.
And after that you get into a period of learning.
Okay.
So there you learn, you understand, okay, this is working, this is not working, and then eventually it gets sorted.
So how long do you think before it actually starts giving you results? Before a new client start getting results? On an average?
Okay, on an average it's 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months.
Otherwise, if you as a founder are very good, right, in terms of your understanding product market fit, then the first
product
one,
market fit.
basically I would say the founder market fit.
The founder market fit. Okay.
Yeah.
Explain this. I've heard of product market fit.
Okay.
Explain it to us. What is a founder market fit?
This is an extension of the product market fit. What product market fit is, the product is fit, like it's solving the problem.
Right.
But here we go to another level for founder market fit, and we say that the founder is understanding the core problem. For me, the client that I talked about, right, he understands his own consumers because he was a consumer once.
Very nice.
So he clearly understands that, okay, these are the problems. They understand this language, right? If I say to them in this way, then they'll convert.
Oh, very nice.
That makes a big advantage.
Very nice. So then, do you educate your new clients on helping them understand, or is there a way to help people get their founder market fit? Because again, product market fit, though, there are formulas.
Correct.
And there are researches that you can do. But a founder market fit, how does one person who does not have that correctly, how does he reach there?
So you will basically reach there by working at a very lower level.
Okay.
Okay. Like for example, if you take, I want to make something for doctors, I'll have to work as a compounder. Then only I'll understand doctor, what is the problem of doctor. Like for example, the doctor is working 12 hours. Right. People say they are working 24 hours or 12 hours, but we do not know.
Right.
There might be 12 hours. There might be some way that, okay, they are coming from the parking, while walking, they're carrying their bags, they're calling, they're having this. So you'll understand, right, what is the exact problem.
Right.
When you be a compounder, when you be the secretary.
Right.
So I think...
so you work within that institution.
Yeah, work within
that institution that you want to do.
Correct.
So as an agency, then you can't do that.
No.
How do you get a pulse of what is happening outside?
So for me, it's basically the major part from here is the founder's part. Right.
So you try to get that input from the founder.
Yeah.
Very nice. While talking to you, I find so much maturity in what you're saying and the work that you're doing. Tell us about you as a student, Uzaif as a student. Where did you study and what are you doing right now?
Okay, so I completed my 10th in Saraswat Vidyalaya.
Mm-hmm.
My 12th was done in St. Xavier's College. Then apparently I got some good rank. That was 213 in GSET.
Okay.
So I had to take engineering.
Okay.
Okay, so I was in Goa College of Engineering.
Okay.
I was doing electronics and telecommunication.
Okay.
But then again, I was doing some entrepreneurial things, right, on my hand, and I had some money. So I was like, "Nahi, I need to take this bet. I did not want engineering. I left engineering within the first 6 months.
Okay.
Then I took admission in St. Xavier's College because my mom was like, you need to do some degree, right? Otherwise, I don't know if I'm not allowed to say that.
No, carry on.
Degree nahi to chokri nahi.
Carry on.
But yeah, the point is, she was like, you need to do some degree, do this BBA degree, and do whatever you want to do. That was the narrative.
Right.
So that's how I ended up doing BBA in second year. Learning point of view, BBA somewhat helps you to understand the management structure. Right. So since recently I've hired in my agency.
Okay.
So it helped me to give some structures. Right.
Okay.
And even to my professors, when I ask them about that's basically an FAQ for me. So when I'm hiring someone, they tell me, okay, this is a job description, this is you need to give.
Right.
And the compensation structure.
Right.
So overall, it's helping me in a practical way.
So it helps you to put your business in perspective.
Correct.
And I think when you are studying and when you're running a business and studying at the same time, you are able to relate. Otherwise, you are not able to relate. Otherwise, it just becomes a theory which you are learning.
Correct.
But when you are working also and then you're studying also, you are able to kind of relate whatever you are studying to what you are doing and the challenges that you're facing, and say, "Oh, I could have solved this over here."
Yeah. But there are areas, I would say, that in the syllabus it's not actually implemented.
It's pure theory.
Yeah, pure theory. So it becomes really boring.
Okay.
At that point.
Okay.
But yeah, it's actually at some point it's valuable. The structure. Otherwise, you would not get that strategy to think, right? This is the structure that I should follow in order to reach this revenue.
Right.
I'm talking about as a business.
So you just mentioned that you have taken up a team. How do you build a team and how do you manage a team? Whatever you're doing now in a 10 lakhs ad spend by itself, I'm sure it's not a one-man job. You've had a team to work.
No, it was a
one-man job. Yeah. Wow, that's super impressive.
So the point is, it's a collective ad spend amount. So across clients, right?
Okay.
It's a collective amount.
I see. So now you've started developing a team. Now, what's the funder behind developing a team?
For me, to increase the revenue now, right? That's the major goal, and for that we need sales team.
So you've kind of found a formula, and now just to scale it up, you need a team.
Correct.
Excellent. Uzaif, very nice talking to you. Very subtle but important points that you have given, both from the management perspective as well as from the personality perspective, as well as from the operations or the technical perspective, where people, if they understand this, and I hope they do, where they understand this, they will probably be able to get more value out of or the time and the money that they are spending. Before we conclude, one last message that you'd like to give to students and people around you.
Find someone who can support you in your work. If it's not you, then it has to be someone else. Right? People will generally tell you that you need to be supportive by yourself. But if it's for you, and if you're not able to support yourself, like just like me, if you're just self-sabotaging yourself, then either you need someone who can support you, who can tell you that you can do it, right? That is the most important thing.
So you need a support system.
Stop everything and just start finding the support system. You need support because in entrepreneurship and from my perspective, what I've understood, it's very difficult. Don't look at the lavish life. It's very difficult. I mean, you'll just cry. Very difficult.
So I've been telling this yesterday also. People look at the benefits or the fruits of entrepreneurship, but very few people see the struggle that has gone into it, the kind of churning that goes on, and the kind of fire that an entrepreneur needs to go out to reach where he has reached. And at a very young age, you've been able to see that. Congratulations to you, and I really wish you all the best as you go ahead. Maybe we will be able to bring you back onto this platform in a much different and a much bigger way. All the best, Uzaif.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.